The iDubbbz comeback was not what anyone thought it was going to be. When it was announced that he was going to be going back to Content Cops, people got really excited. And they got excited to see who iDubbbz was going to be going after in his comeback to Content Cop, in peak content. But it completely flopped as he went after H3H3, otherwise known as Ethan Klein, and it bit him in the arse so bad that it may have just completely ruined iDubbbz's reputation, or just kind of been the final nail in that coffin, which basically has just ended him over on YouTube. So it's pretty rough. Now, I've already made a video kind of covering the entire H3H3 versus iDubbbz situation, so go and check that out if you want to get caught up to speed. But the blowback from this Content Cop and the backlash has been so significant that even his creator clash is now being affected. iDubbbz just cannot stop taking L's. So he confirmed this in his most recent Content Deputy, which was also on Ethan Klein, and he stated this.
Other people react to his content, and when other people see that he's talking about his children getting giardia from dog poop.
Sonny's crawling around, he's putting everything in his mouth, he's at that age, he has giardia.
People are quite reasonably concerned. And so, yes, anyone who's seeing that content might be concerned enough to call CPS, including Ethan's own chat, which, by the way, is not a measly number. It's about 26,000 at the time of this stream. So there are 26,000 people listening to Ethan go into great detail over 7 or 8 minutes about diarrhea, viscosity of diarrhea, his child having giardia, him and his whole family having giardia. They're calling it the poop house. Now, what Ethan does, instead of taking any responsibility for sharing too much on his live stream, is that he decides to attack specific creators like Denims and say she was the source of the CPS call because her chat was reacting to Ethan and saying, wow, this is concerning.
So that was one of the key things about the CPS situation, but this also led to iDubbbz basically coming out and stating, I'm walking away from Content Creator Clash 3. Now, Creator Clash 2 was already a massive flop, but now, Creator Clash 3 is so much more weight, and the fact that people are starting to pull out because of all of these comments and claims that are being made by iDubbbz, it's a total shambles. So to kind of get you into the loop, so there was the revival of the Content Cop, which sparked the feud with Ethan Klein. And then there was the impact on the creator clash. So the fallout of this video triggered significant backlash within the creator community. Klein's questioning of Creator Clash's charity goals led to negative publicity, with some creators and fans expressing skepticism about the event's financial transparency and management, and this drama amplified existing criticisms of iDubbbz and the event. But then there's also fighter withdrawals. So because of the beef between iDubbbz and Ethan Klein and how heated it's becoming and how bad it's getting, obviously with iDubbbz being one of the co-creators of Creator Clash, people don't really want to be associated with it anymore because it's probably not going to be a very good, look for them. So there's been some high-profile exits already. So the controversy has led to several key participants withdrawing from Creator Clash 3, notably Harley Morenstein of Epic Mealtime, who was set to headline against LA Beast, who pulled out on April 28th, 2025, citing concerns over threats, reputational damage, and accusations of anti-Semitism linked to iDubbbz associations with controversial figures. Lena Ayad, from an H3H3 employee, also withdrew, citing conflicts of interest and discomfort with the event's direction amid the iDubbbz Klein feud. And then obviously the impact of this is these withdrawals were particularly damaging as Morenstein was a major draw and the ticket sales were already reportedly struggling. The loss of the key fighters raised questions about the event's viability and the public support. So off the back of this, because it was quite ropey, fighters are pulling out, ticket sales aren't going exactly the way they want to, and then with these notable fighters pulling out so close to the fight, something had to be done. So I guess it was kind of a situation of jump before you get pushed for iDubbbz. So him and Anissa have decided to step away. So on May 4th of 2025, iDubbbz and Anissa announced that they would be stepping away from Creator Clash both publicly and behind the scenes, and relinquishing ownership to their business partners who managed the previous events. Now, iDubbbz started the drama surrounding his content cop video online attacks of him, and Anissa made it impossible to continue running a charity event while engaging in online conflicts. He famously remarked, quote, "I can't really have my cake and eat it too. It's either you're gonna talk shit like a foul beast on the internet, or you're gonna have a charity event. It can't be both." And the official statement is that the Creator Clash account issued a statement acknowledging that the event had, quote, "lost focus due to the recent drama and needed to change to move forward." It urged fans to support the remaining fighters and charities, emphasizing that their efforts and the charitable missions should not be overshadowed by the drama. Now, this did not come without its criticisms. Now, when Creator Clash 2 completely flopped, allegedly losing around $250,000 in revenue, there was a lot of finger pointing at iDubbbz. A lot of people are saying that he's only walked away because, you know, it's looking like this is going to be equally as bad, if not worse. So he's just walking away, just kind of wiping his hands of it before, like, they get dirty kind of thing. And Keemstar has even called this out over on Twitter by stating, "iDubbbz, if Creator Clash 3 fails, we're only going to blame you and your wife. Telling us you walked away from CC Creator Clash 3 and the business partners will run is a pure manipulation. You and your wife are trying to run away from accountability, and we all know it." And it seems like a lot of people kind of share this sentiment. But like I said, Creator Clash 2 had a huge controversy surrounding it as well, and it compounded the event's trouble and history. So Creator Clash 2 in 2023, like I stated, lost $250,000 due to its increased costs, larger venue, more creators, elaborate broadcasting, and rampant piracy, with 800 streaming sites garnering 1.3 to 3 million viewers compared to its already 50,000 per day view buys. This failure meant no donations were made to the 14 intended charities, prompting iDubbbz to host a 24-hour live stream, which raised $162,000 towards the lost amount. But of course, there is the ongoing criticism, so the financial loss and lack of charitable donations in 2023 fueled skepticism about the event's management and transparency of funding. Critics pointed a lavish influencer party and entertainment expenses as misprioritizing spending, and these past issues resurfaced in 2025, with Klein and others questioning whether Creator Clash was truly benefiting charities or if it was to benefit the creators. Now, there's been additional drama surrounding this, of course. So one person who's spoken out is Ice Poseidon. So he's claimed on April 30th that iDubbbz approached him to fight in Creator Clash 3, potentially as a replacement for withdrawn fighters. Poseidon actually declined the request, speculating that iDubbbz was struggling to find participants due to controversy. This contradicted iDubbbz's earlier statement that he would not box in Creator Clash 3 to focus on organizing. And then, of course, there's the past controversies as well from the previous Creator Clashes. But as of right now, it's not looking great. So despite stepping away, iDubbbz has expressed pride in Creator Clash's achievements, particularly the $1.3 million raised for charities in 2022, and he encouraged fans to support the event's mission even without his involvement, and has indicated a desire to speak freely about online issues without the constraints of running a charity event. Now, it's pretty mad that iDubbbz literally comes back to the internet, creates a content cop, everyone gets hyped for it, and he literally tanks his career alongside a charity event. I mean, talk about taking the ship down with you. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump, get the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.